What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday. It's December 8th. Today is just one of those gloomy days outside. It's raining. It's been raining for the last couple of days. But today it looks even more gloomier than it was the other day. The rain's coming out. For those that don't know, my studio is outside of my house, so I have to walk to here. So I have to walk through the rain. And Sundays are rough. And I know all my photographer friends and people that do video, they know Sundays are one of the roughest days of the week because you do events, and your body is recovering from what you did the night before or recovering from the week. You might have had a huge week of just shooting or just sitting in front of your laptop. What a lot of people don't realize that are not photographers and videographers, the editing process, that is a hard process because I know in photography, when we're doing photos and stuff like that, I can get through some stuff, but it's hard when it's repetition stuff, when it's stuff that you've done on one photo and you got to apply it to everything else. The culling process, the event process, that stuff's hard because it's not very creative, it's tedious, and it plays in your mind. So you'll be doing one thing and then you're just like thinking about something else, and you know what I'm talking about. Today's topic is called recharge and refocus. I've tried this past year to make sure I have one day to recharge, and that's Sundays. I do want to stay in bed, I want to flop around there, but my body doesn't allow me to do that. If I lay in bed a certain amount of hours longer than what my body is used to, my bones hurt, my back hurts. I don't know about anybody else, but I got to get up. And so I can't stay in bed all day because then it impacts the next day. So Sunday is a day that I try to rebuild and refocus for the next week. One of the biggest recharge things that we do is we go to church. Or we try to. It doesn't happen, I'll be honest. We don't do it all the time. But when we're not present in church, I have church present in my heart. I try to use that day and try to live, give respect for the life I've had, give thanks for the blessings that God has given me and continues to give to me, even though I don't deserve it. So I use Sundays before that, for appreciation to God for everything. I try to be with my family more. When we first started our business, it's very hard. It's very hard because you want to just go full steam. And for those that have a business, the ones that are more established, it's hard to take a day off because it's your business. You're not working for somebody else. Everything that you do is going to produce for you. So stepping back for a while, even like on vacations, that's tough too, trying to take a 7 or 10 day vacation while you own your business. But you should. It makes a difference. It makes a difference here. So this past year, I've done that more. I've tried to take time out and just step away from everything that I've got to do. So I can recharge and refocus and give my best to my clients. It's hard sometimes because, you got people, they're waiting for their stuff. They're anxious. I understand, especially with the events, they want to get their photos and stuff like that. But now I've put a certain time frame on everything that is due. I still stay to those timelines. But now I've tried to adapt and change, just kind of like these videos here. My day is always packed. I mean, from the moment I get up to the moment I get down or lay down to go to sleep, there's a lot of stuff. Not just the business side, but personal side, family side, being a husband, being a father, being a friend, being a brother, being a son, being friends to your friends. A lot of that stuff is just wound up into one whole day. So I get up earlier in the morning to try to alleviate a lot of that stress. I'm up before most people even get up. And now that my wife has me in the gym, I have to incorporate that. I don't have to, I want to. It's a desire. There's a difference. Like I told my wife and my friends, people can tell you, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. You have to do this and go there. And if you don't have it in your heart, it's not going to happen. The day those changes start to happen is when you put it in your heart and you make that commitment. So now, my wife's been on me, hey, get in the gym, get in the gym, get in the gym. Now I'm in the gym without her having to say anything. But it's because I put it in my mind. I put it into, she said something that put things into perspective for me. She's like, hey, you got enough time to put these little YouTube videos? So, yeah, if I can squeeze, this 30 to 40 minute time frame, these videos aren't 30 to 40 minutes, but if I could fit this into my busy schedule, I could fit it 30 to 40 minutes the same way. If I'm building a foundation on YouTube and trying to get better and stuff like that, why not get my physique better? Why not be healthier? So that's what I try to do. But back on recharging and refocus. The best way for that I'm able to do this now is I made a different change on how I do things for social media. And I hope it helps you. A lot of people say, well, how do you post so much? Because I'll put I think 10 to 15 videos a day on all the social medias. On Instagram and TikTok, I'll put 1 or 2. But on YouTube, I'll put 10, 15. And I'll slap it on Twitter, and I'll slap it on LinkedIn. I'll slap it over here and over there. I don't want to say everywhere I put everything, because that's for later down the road. As we progress in these videos, we'll talk more on each of the social media platforms, but I slap it everywhere. But what has helped me is I've learned to build a catalog, and I've learned everything that you see from me that comes out on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that to you is brand new, but it's something I prepared the week before. Like this morning, I already have a catalog of stuff that's going to drop today that I didn't even touch. I touched it last week. And what that does is it helps me free up time and not be stressed like I gotta post. Like I said, in a business, if you're not looking for business, you're not gonna catch anything. If you're not out there getting something or putting something out there for attention to you, to your business, to what you provide, nothing's gonna come. So we always feel stressed, and I don't wanna feel stressed. I don't wanna feel stressed that I have to put something out there. So what it helps me is I've already had this stuff loaded up and I fire it off that day. It just fires off. I got a system that I built myself that goes through these things and just, and then when I have a video, I have kind of like an Excel sheet. So if you're in the habit of posting the one fishing pond, like we say, for those that follow me, I use this saying a lot. I forgot the word, analogy. I don't know. Anyways, I use this saying, don't fish in one pond. So if you're one of those persons that just post the one thing, you're missing out. Try to use that video multiple times. Get the value out of something. If you have a 4-minute to 5-minute video, slap it as a long format, but go back and re-chop it. Chop it down. I've talked with other people that I talk to on a daily basis. And I tell them, hey, you know what? This content at this time frame is the best part of that. Re-chop that. Put it out. Hey, this part on this part, re-chop it. Put it out. And now they're starting to do it. They don't do it all the time because everybody runs their own business. I'm not here to tell you how to run your business. I'm just here to share tips that works for me. And I take tips from other people, from that think tank that I always talk about. I take tips and that they do, and I try to incorporate it into what I do. Some of it may work, some of it may not. That's okay. I got my little rag again. I have my cup of coffee over here. Let me get it. This big cup of coffee. And sometimes it leaves a little stain on my mouth. So, but anyways, don't fish in that same pond. Refocus it. Repurpose it and send it out everywhere. You're gonna find that you're gonna be less stressful. Yeah, you're putting a little bit more work to put it on these other platforms, but once you get it done, you beat someone to the punchline. You've already not just hit it here, but you took it and placed it everywhere. There's a difference between being somewhere and being everywhere. I want to be everywhere. I want to be where you type in our name and you go to Google, we're there. You go to TikTok, we're there. You go to Instagram, we're there. When a new app launches, we're there before you even get there, before you even think about it. Before you start seeing, hey, that app has been out for like 4 or 5 months and people are starting to like that. We're already there. I stay in tune with what comes out because I don't want to be on the back end trying to come in. You know, like TikTok, when it came out, we're on it. Boom, slam. Now you have other people trying to get on it. And then what happens is they post their stuff the same way they did on Instagram, and it doesn't work for them. And they give up. The same way with YouTube. Now I'm full charge on I'm full charge on YouTube, and I'm seeing these other people that are, the competitors trying to come on here and establish themselves. And they'll put some stuff out, they'll bang for a while, and then they'll just give up on it because it's not producing what they got on somewhere else, and they just leave it, which is good. I really don't care. But try to build yourself a system that's going to make life easier. Build a catalog. Don't work for today. Don't post for today. That's going to be one of your biggest mistakes. That's why you have stories. That's why you have little small reels to put the extra stuff. But your stuff should be coming from days before or a week before. Or if you're one of those people that have like a creative block and you can't think of something to post, go back and look at your previous stuff. Videographers, we have the best position on social media because we have so much material that we can go back and repurpose. We have so much material that we thought wasn't great, sits there, but someone else is going to think it's awesome. So why not go there and repurpose it and then build, like I said, a lot of these apps have means of where you can schedule a post. Use that. I've been using that heavy this last 3 to 4 months. So that's my tip on how to recharge and refocus. Make sure you have a day where you can just sit back and look at everything. Relax, refresh your mind. I use Sundays, like I said, to give thanks for my blessings. And I also use it to think of the next week. And I don't have to worry about posting anything today because my stuff's gonna drop. My stuff is already programmed. So I'm a week ahead. All my videos are gonna continue to drop all the way till next Sunday. So when I get up tomorrow and I start my business of, preparing, or maybe even later on today, I'm building for the next following week. I'm building for not December 9th through the whatever. Mine's the week after that. And that's how I stay ahead. I know I come on here and I do these videos. I know they're not perfect. I know I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm learning. I was looking at the camera the other day that way. I had white stuff on my face. I had lint on my hat. Lighting's off. I had to go back and refix it. I've been changing everything, trying to adapt it, switch it to this format, to that format, to this format, and just seeing what's working. And a lot of people, people that I know, they're like, hey, you should have done this, you should have done that, this is not right. They don't understand my intention of what I'm doing. They think sometimes it's too much to be on here every day. It's not when you're trying to grow. It's not when, I'm a person that looks at analytics. Sorry, sometimes my words don't come out. Like I said, I think English and Spanish, my brain's halfway. So analytics, I look at that stuff to see what's working. And these videos, by the time I'm done on December 31st and we go into 2025, I'm gonna have 31 videos in my catalog. of different topics that I can use for my relaunch of this into a more professional style of courses, and give that stuff for free. But how can I do that if I'm gonna wait and procrastinate, wait for the perfect moment? And that's what I hope you take from these videos. They may not be perfect. You may drop off, you may come back, or you may be like, you know what, 2 minute fall off, this guy talks too much. But there's a purpose in everything that I do. Having this 31-day catalog is gonna allow me to build that better course platform that I'm gonna build. It helps me speak better. It's like this podcast. I know a lot of people they come out and they have the perfect podcast. They have the perfect room, the perfect setups, the lightings, the plants. They got cigars and stuff like that. They're kicking back, and it looks amazing. Visually, it's just like, wow, man. And I want that. I want that real bad. But like I said in the previous videos, you can't polish a turd. If I can't hold your attention, if I can't speak properly, if I can't look at a freaking camera the right way, none of that matters. That's all just icing on the cake. I gotta prepare everything for you. I gotta make sure I can speak to you. I gotta make sure I can come on here and hold a conversation. I think we're going 16 minutes in and haven't been able to stop. I have to come back and accept the errors, accept if I have stuff on my face, on my hat, or whatever the case is. But it's intention, not perfection, that I'm looking for. I'm looking to use these to find out what works. See if the format, like I said, if it's working this way, that way, this way, that way. See where I need to build. See what I need to improve. But I got to take a risk. I got to put these out there. I got to come on here and speak daily so I can build myself for that audience I want to reach. So, recharge, refocus, kick back, sit back, relax. Business is not going to drop. Try to implement a change. Use today. If you are going to think about business today, think of how you could do your business better. It's going to help. For the cats that have been doing this for years, maybe some of these tips help you. Maybe the tip about doing things a week before helps you. Maybe the tip about going back and looking at your material and using the stuff that's not perfect. It's crazy. We have our fully edited videos, and I'll go back and I'll find the stuff that's the funniest parts of it. Someone like talking or just showing how we got the video. And those videos do better than the edited version. The edited version I spent, weeks on, or days on, or hours, or all this effort and all this stuff just to see that the audience is liking the behind the scenes more than the actual video. But it gives me the information that I need. It gives me what I need from my audience. It reminds me I'm not looking for the pat on the back from my colleagues. I'm not looking for the boost that another videographer likes my stuff, or a photographer likes my stuff. I'm not building an audience of photographers to boost my ego. I'm building a community. So, excuse me, coffee. And I'm building a community off of just being myself and all these mistakes. So thank you once again for if you made it to this part of the video, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. The people that drop a comment, thank you. It's hard sometimes when you're doing this stuff and you're just putting it out to the world and you don't see anything. I like personal human interaction, talking to people in person and seeing their face or seeing them speak back to me. So this is hard. It's still brand new to me, but I'm getting better at it. I know I'm getting better at it. To some, I may not, but I know I am because I can speak better. I can look at a camera. I'm stepping out of the shell. It's hard being an introvert and trying to be an extrovert. It's hard trying to be better, but it's even harder if you want to be better and you don't do anything. that just becomes a wish instead of an action. An action is taking steps to being better at something. So I know I talked a lot. I hope you continue on this journey with me. If you're brand new to photography, like I said, this is for you. This is always for me. It's helped me grow. It's helped me, I'm building my own mindset for 2025. 2025, I know a lot of us say that 2025 is going to be my year. It's going to be the year that I explode. Make sure you do it right. Make sure you explode, but you don't start to diffuse over time. Establishing a strong foundation is going to carry that. You know, you don't want to just light the match. You want to light the match and make sure that fire just keeps burning and you don't get burned out or you don't get depressed and just give up. So, one of my favorite quotes is Matthew 5:16. It says, "Do not hide your light underneath the basket. Instead, place it on a lampstand for the whole world to see." I've loved that forever. 2025 is going to be my Matthew 5:16. 2025 is going to be when I try to get out to as many people as I can. I'm not perfect, nor do I claim to be. I'm not the most knowledgeable in everything. I don't claim to know it all. Or, know all, see all, tell all. I don't know all that stuff. I'm still learning, and I learn through the people that I follow. And I'm building something here. So, thank you for being with me. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Do something with your family. Get out and just relax. And I hope to see you here tomorrow with me. Drop a comment if this video was for you. And also any kind of tips, suggestions, anything that you are doing in your platform or in your business, drop some comments. There's some people that would love to see the comments on there and try to implement whatever changes you got. Join me on this community. If you want to come on my podcast when I relaunch, let me know. If you want to do it live and we talk or whatever the case is, let's go that route too. I haven't done a lot of lives. Lives are harder because that's where it's all just a black screen, so you don't know who you're talking to, and then people come in and you try to read the comments. I'm not there yet. I would like to be there. That's my next goal. And with you, everybody that's watching this video, y'all gonna help me get there. So have a blessed Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.